Today we're taking a look at the CIGMAN 3-axis laser level. CIGMAN did send this to me to do a review on, but by no means do I have to give a good or bad review. First off, looking at this, they send us a nice case. I would have liked to seen a hard shell case. This is a nice, kind of like a Kevlar case with a foam insert. As you see, we get the case. We'll open it up. The case is foam padded and has little storage compartments, which I really like, that is laser cut out for each individual item. Now, first we get a remote. I'm excited about this remote. This remote will allow you to turn off and on the laser, and you're going to be able to turn on all the three different lasers that it has. And there is also a dimming feature on this remote and the unit itself. Now, runtime on this laser, it's going to determine what gear you have it in. And I think how they're talking about gears is basically like the brightness of the laser. First gear is going to be about 6 hours of runtime, and fourth gear is going to be about 30 hours of runtime, which is crazy amount of runtime that this laser can have. So we're going to take out the laser. This is the laser. It's pretty compact. It's pretty small compared to my other lasers that I have. Now, this has an internal battery. It charges USB-C on the back, and it doesn't take too long to charge, maybe an hour and a half to charge this laser to 2 hours, depending on what you plug in the USB port, because we all know that wherever we're plugging this in, if you have a quick charger, it's going to charge a lot faster, and if you have a like standard 1.5 USB plug-in, it's going to vary a little bit slower. But you get a USB to USB-C plug-in. I would have liked to seen this be maybe like a braided cord, because we're going to be on the construction site. This is mainly for, well, not mainly for, but it can be on the job site. So I would have liked to see the cord be braided, but that's okay. I've used my own braided cord with it, so I haven't even opened this up. I have used this already, so some of the stuff is opened and some of the stuff is not. It comes with a little mini tripod. This is a nice little tripod that you can set on the ground, kind of keep the laser off the ground. It screws on a quarter 20 thread on the bottom of the laser. So this can also mount to a tripod. I mounted this to my tripod and it works perfectly with it. Threads on very nicely. And with this mini tripod, if you want to get this pretty level when we put it on, and these little legs you can adjust. If you're not putting it on a flat surface, you can kind of self level it just a little bit. But now on the bottom, it gives you the opportunity to put this on like I think a transit tripod. That's if you have one. It gives you the option to put it on there, which I think that's kind of nice to have. So you could pretty much take these feet off and screw it onto that tripod, and you can use that tripod if you have one. This is what I've used more than the little mini tripod that they give you. You can screw it to a stud, or for what I use it for, I used it for laying out our boxes like in a basement. Put this on the box, line it up, and it shoots it across the room. That is like amazing, because you don't have to walk around and measure out all the boxes. You could just walk around and tack up all the boxes, screw them up. It's a great little laser to have. And it's not just using it for that. We can use it for multiple things, but that is what I have used it a lot for lately, for testing it out. Now, the variance of this laser over a 5-meter span is about 1.5, give or take, millimeters of a variance. And that's not too bad with across pretty much any standard laser around this price point. Here, we can turn it on right now. And there are, right now, it's only on 2 axes. I only have it on 2 axes. And what I have it set up to, you can have it set up to a pulse. You can have it pulse. So that's going to also help you increase battery time. So let's use the remote. We can turn on and off different lasers. We can turn off this laser. We can turn it back on. We can turn on and off this laser. And then we can also turn off and on the top laser. Now we can dim these too. We can dim them down. Now these are the different gears. I don't know why they just don't say like the dimming modes, but they're different gear modes. So you're definitely going to get, like I said, 6 hours on high and up to 30 hours on low on the 4th gear. And you can do this all with the push button of each. We can turn on each laser. And if you hold the buttons, they do different things. On the side, there's a self-leveling mode, so we can lock it or we can unlock it, and that way you can hear the laser start to move around and level itself. I love using laser levels. It just makes a lot of jobs go so much smoother, especially for tiling or setting up shelves or anything like that. I use it for electrical. If you're mounting up boxes on the ceiling up high, you can set this up and you can shoot a straight laser right down in a basement. It's great for piping. Set the laser up and just do a straight line. This is IP54 rated. Now what that means, this is dust and weather resistant. So if you do get it a little bit wet or a little bit dusty, that's okay. But it does recommend you not having this out in direct sunlight. With this 3-axis laser, we can get up to 12 lines for our room layout when we use this laser. That is awesome. That is going to help you tremendously when you are doing a project. CIGMAN offers a 3-year warranty with this laser when you buy it. They do offer a lifetime technical support with the laser. So if you have any trouble with the laser, you can call them up and they will guide you if you are having any issues or not understanding how certain parts of this laser work or how to set it up. Now, what are my final thoughts on this laser? I like that it has a remote. The remote feature is awesome because you can have this in your tool pouch and you can, across the room, you can turn this laser on and off. But the one thing that I found out that is, I don't know how you change out the battery. I think you can pop, I'm not going to do it right now, but I think you can pop out the top plate of this and change out the battery. I kind of wish that it kind of had like a little screw in plate that you can just unscrew and take the battery out. But I'm pretty sure that the battery is going to last for quite a long time. And if I have to, I'll probably just try to pop that out and see if that will do it so I can replace the battery. With this, I kind of wish that the plate was a little bit more robust. On other laser levels, they're a little bit solid, or I can kind of bend this one around. I kind of wish that it had a little clamp to, like if you had a 2x4, you can kind of just clamp it to the 2x4 instead of just relying on just this little screw hole. But it all depends on the preference and what you're going to be using it for. And all in all, it's not that big of a deal to line this up and screw this to a piece of wood. But I like the magnetic features that they have on this. The magnets are pretty solid too. They really grab the metal when you stick this on. I like how compact the laser is. The internal battery I didn't know if I would like it at first, but the more I used it, it is nice because all you do is plug this in and let it charge, and then you can you don't have to worry about another battery, or if you have a battery for it, the battery's already in it, and we can just plug it in just like this. We can move this over and we can plug it in, and we can plug it in with the low power source, and then it also has the icon on the top of the laser, and it will tell you when it is done charging with the green lights. All in all, I think Sigmund did a great job on the price with this laser. You get the accessories, the laser's compact. I like the case. I wish it was hard shell. That's the only downside for me that I wish it was. But I do like the foam laser cutout inserts. Every little accessory has its own spot that it goes. The remote has its own little nice little cutout for it. The little tripod, it has its own little spot. It just tucks right in there. And then each one of, you got the USB cord and the target plate. Everything sits in this perfectly, nicely done. I like it. And it has a nice handle actually on this. It's a coated handle that is really nice for the case, and you can just have that. And I keep this in the side bin. It's great. Works out. So thank you, Sigmund, for sending this to me. I had a blast doing a review on it. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this laser level. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, do so. I'm Philip Bridges, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.